looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The last run got a couple, here 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Play action, it's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
We're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. The Chargers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Herbert now. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert on the move past the 40. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
From the 31, Herbert puts it on the carpet. It's out. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Shoves him aside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive. 17 yards and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's caught. It's John Hightower. Touchdown, Jaguars! John Hightower, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Second and 4. A run with Mostert up the middle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark, and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
16 more yards. That's another.
Herbert on 1st down now.
Connects with Fuller on a crossing pattern.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Fuller, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
From the 27, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Fielded at about the 28.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I've warned against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Room here to run. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big score like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Lawrence will throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. The 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 68 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get... He's got a man! Complete! Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, 77 yards. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Jaguars 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Finding space at the 40. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second down, Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet and picked up by the Chargers. They find some open field here. On the move past the 40. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He's got it to Williams.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Herbert off of play action. Now left, he's got it to Everett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now it's Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. Man open left side. It's Williams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade American.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Overall, he's had a productive day throwing the football, but that time maybe trying to do a little too much, and it backfired with a pick 6.
In the old days, defensive coaches would have been beside themselves with all the yardage that had been piled up with him throwing the football. But in this age of football, what they care about most? Possession. And them taking it away, turning it into a pick 6, they don't worry about the yardage given up. They like the result that their defense gave them.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth quarter lead.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 148 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
5-yard gain on the play.
Play action. It's Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he'll find Everett. The ball comes out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
15 more yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
That's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington or next Christmas. That's correct.
Here's Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second down and goal. Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Throwing after the interception. Herbert. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown. Raheem Mostert, an even 90 yards. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They go play action with Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence looking end zone for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage, you'd expect to see a tie game ready. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he returns this to the 22.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here's Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. This will be taken in by Hightower. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
On 2nd and 10,
Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Talk about two sides of the ball cross purposes because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy
happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one. Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, look what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the full.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential, so good, my doors don't gotta lock them. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, look what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
New toys, convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy. Off the top,
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, look what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full. If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God